everybody, welcome back to TechOdyssey. So I'm here today to talk about a phone I haven't spoken about, well, here much recently, and that is the S22 Ultra. And this may just be the best phone of the year so far. Well, I mean, there's not really a whole lot of competition, but you know what I mean. It's a very, very good phone, and I've been very surprised with it, at least when I've been able to use it, because I've been testing out so many things lately. But I wanted to come back and talk about it and tell you what my 5 favorite things are about this phone. And I've only made a few of these type of videos before. If you want more of these top 5 favorite things about phones, then please sound off in the comment section and let me know. And also let me know what phones you might be interested in seeing my top 5 things I like or top 5 things I don't like, which you know I'm good for those. So the thing that I like the most about this phone is the screen. And this is a two-pronged thing, because not just the screen, but also it comes down to the haptic feedback, because I absolutely love typing on this phone. The typing experience on here, the haptic feedback, is like nothing else on any other phone out in the modern world right now. And I've tested them all. The Oppo Find X5, the OnePlus 10 Pro, the S22, the S22 Plus, the S22 Ultra, the iPhone 13 Pro, the Surface Duo 2, which actually has good haptic feedback, surprisingly, the Fold 3. I mean, I've got every major phone that you could possibly imagine. This one right here takes the cake when it comes to the haptic feedback and the typing experience. And I would also say this is the best looking screen out of any phone that's out there. It's huge, it's gigantic, 1440p for you computer nerds, Quad HD Plus for you phone nerds. It has the highest resolution, it has 120 hertz refresh rate, it goes up to like 1700 nits peak brightness if I'm remembering from the top of my head, because I have a lot of specs that I try to remember. But it's gorgeous. HDR10 Plus. Anything you do on this phone looks good, feels good, because you get the haptic feedback, but also the 120 hertz refresh rate on here is just solid. Like everything about this, and they're kind of the best around when it comes to the 120 hertz refresh rate. And in fact, they make the panels for a lot of other phones to include the iPhone 13 Pros with their ProMotion display. But this one right here, top-notch AMOLED display. This is perfect for work, for play, for basically anything. So that's my number one thing. A pleasure to type on, a pleasure to use for everything. The second thing that I like about this phone is the battery life. So battery life, you're not getting 2 days out of this. Some people might if they don't really use the features, but it's an all-day phone. The thing about it is, yes, it's 5,000 milliamps, but it's not a hugely fat phone. And we've seen some fat phones, and it doesn't feel as heavy as the iPhone 13 Pro Max. For a big phone, it feels kind of skinny. And I like that because there are a lot of features in here to power. You've got the S Pen, you've also got the 120 hertz refresh rate, the Quad HD, the massive brightness that you have on here, and the Snapdragon 8 Generation 1. So when you talk about all those things, plus the dual speakers, the gigantic camera setup, it does a pretty good job with the 5,000 milliamp battery. We could always ask for more, right? 6,000 would be, that would be great. We've been using a 5,000 kind of maxed out for a little while, but the battery life, I think it's better than the S21 Ultra was. The Note 20 Ultra especially, that one was pretty abysmal. So starting off, and I hope that it gets better as time goes on, because that's kind of what's happened with the previous Samsung phones. So first thing I like, the screen. The second thing I like, the battery. The third thing I like is the S Pen. And that's kind of a gimme on this one, because there aren't really any other phones that have this capability with the stylus built in and just the flexibility, the functionality. You can do so much. You can highlight text, you can translate, you can draw things, you can take screenshots, you can use it to activate the camera and to flip it around. So you can use the front camera, the back camera, take pictures, shoot video. This right here is perfect for getting the job done. It's perfect for multimedia. It's perfect for content creators. One other nice thing is you can use it with a set of earbuds as a lapel microphone. So if you want to record with this, set it up on a stand, however far away, up to your Bluetooth length, and then you can activate it to record with this. You can use it with a microphone directly that way. So that's actually a really nice feature for a lot of people out there who are content creators, who want to shoot and record stuff, especially if you're a one-man shop, as I know a lot of you are, just like I am. The fifth is the design. Now, I know that might sound like a cop-out, but this phone is beautiful. It's not often I pick up a phone and I'm like, oh, this phone is so beautiful. The white color, we've got the burgundy color that looks not like pink. Whenever I saw it on the marketing material, I'm like, no way, this looks pink. I went and saw it in person and I was kicking myself for not buying that one, but I happen to really like the white one. Also, you don't get the fingerprints, the oils. It's got this flat finish on it, and then I really like how they built in with the cameras on the back. The cameras with this classic design where you can see the lenses, of course, you need a case on here, which I use the FRS case, and these guys sent them out. I did a product showcase video with them. I like it because it's got an open area here for the camera that allows it to pop through, and I even have the little protective lenses that go over the camera, which is important because that's the bread and butter of this phone. So it looks beautiful, great colors. Ergonomically, it's great. It's got the curved edge on it, which helps for ergonomics when you're holding onto the phone. It's just a gorgeous looking phone, and I like I said, I got them all. I've looked at so many different phones, and for me, this one, it has such a premium feel when you pick it up, and there's nothing about this phone that doesn't feel premium. And I can't say that about a lot of phones. There's always something that kind of takes away from the experience. The iPhone 13 Pro Max is too heavy, and then you look at some of the other phones, they're prone to fingerprints. They just don't have that same level of build quality. You have the concerns about the OnePlus 10 Pro, like jerry-rig everything, snapping it in half, which of course I don't really worry about that. I would never do that. I don't think anyone else is going to do that. I think it's a good phone. But nothing really has the class and sophistication of the S22 Ultra. So that's the fourth thing. The fifth thing that I like, the cameras. Now the cameras on here are very versatile. You've got the primary camera on the front, which is probably the best selfie camera picture-wise and video-wise on any phone. And honestly, I would be using it to record my videos if I didn't have the iPhone 13 Pro that I've been using, along with my Shure MV88 condenser microphone that plugs into the bottom. Not really going to go pay a bunch of money to try and get the same experience here, but also I airdrop my stuff straight to my Mac. So that's why I kind of stick with the iPhone for that. But video quality on here, top notch. Live focus video on here, top notch. You get the telephoto. You get the ability to do close-up macro stuff. You get the ability to do the super zoom all the way up to the moon, which this is the best phone for it. And I thought that the super zoom was very, very gimmicky when it first came out on the S20 Ultra. I'm like, okay, whatever. You basically got to put it on a tripod. Who wants to look out that far? But they made incremental improvements on it, along with the S21 Ultra and with the S22 Ultra. This one, you get the ability to reach out and touch people. It looks so good. I've got an illustration here you can see. I went to the baseball game, watched the Astros, zoom all the way in on the player in the batter's box, the pitcher. You can see it well, clear as day, and you can snap videos and pictures. So I think that these guys have the most well-rounded camera experience out of all of the phones, and I really wish that I could take this camera module setup and put it in my iPhone, because that would be the perfect experience for me, I think. But overall, the S22 Ultra, it feels premium, looks premium, great battery, great qualities, great cameras. S Pen is really a level of functionality you don't really get on any other non-foldable phone, and I think they did a bang-up job on this phone. I think they knocked it out of the park, and I've been really impressed with it. So, yeah. But that's my kind of six favorite things about the S22 Ultra. I've enjoyed being able to use it here, again, as I've got done reviewing some of the other phones. And just the excitement that I have when I use this phone, it's special. I think that it is special, especially this year. Now, I still think I kind of like my Sony Xperia 1 Mark III better, and that's a whole nother story, but I totally love the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III. But as far as point-and-shoot camera and video capabilities, the S22 beats it all day long, and that's just me. But anyway, that's all I've got. What are your favorite features? Do you have one? Do you want one? Is it something you're interested in? Sound off in the comment section. We'll talk about it. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out, because I'm putting them out every day, sometimes 2 times a day, sometimes on Instagram and TikTok and who knows where else. I make a lot of content. So if that's what you want, if this is what you want to see, you're in the right place. So that's all I got. As always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.